Kind of bumpy. And here we go. This is the PMDG 777-200 LR. Man, another great PMDG product. Stand by one. Let me do something. Oh, man, I can't get enough of this stuff. Guys, got to buy this. Let me explain why. Okay, here we are. We are in Bengaluru, India, and we are on our way to San Francisco as the tug hooks up. I'm going to actually fly a 17-hour flight here, but I thought I'd give you a little bit of a pitch for the PMDG 777-200 LR. Now, if you own some of the other PMDG aircraft, the 73 or any of the other 777 models, you know that there's really nothing quite like it. Maybe Phoenix, just tremendous. There you go. Air India, a little publicity for you and your 1.4 billion people. Beautiful. Going to do this flight. Let me give you a little brief on the flight that I'm planning just to kind of demonstrate the range of this bad boy. So here we are. We're going to start out at 31,000 feet, eventually get up to 39 as we go across 8,370 miles. Most I ever flew, to give you an idea, was around 7,200 in the 777-300 from Delhi to Kennedy. And this thing can get up and go. We'll take a look at that. And today the flight time is 16:45. This aircraft, this 777-200 LR long range, has the world record for commercial airliner for distance flown in a single sortie. Pretty good. It's got the most powerful engines that we have right now. They're the GE90s, 115,000 pounds of thrust. Same engine that's on the 300ER as well as the freighter. Speaking of the freighter, it's the same airframe with obviously the cargo condition versus the passenger. PMDG sells the freighter separately, but it has the same engine. It's also a 777-200 ER airframe. So maybe a great combination would be this aircraft for the passenger version and the freighter. Let's take a look at some of the stats on this bad boy. Go inside quietly. I'm not going to go through all the stuff here, guys. Maybe I'll get the flight started to load up here. There it is. Bangalore to San Francisco, and get that thing going. Do departure, and just the typical PMDG stuff. Here we go. Today's August 5th. A couple of days that changes over. There's a 200, the GE90s, 110,000 pounds of thrust, capable of 115, VOBL. I'll just demonstrate a couple of things this thing comes with. It's the same as the same as the 73, same as all the other 777s. For PMDG, we'll wait for the routes update here as we get going here. Okay, we'll let that stuff get going. We'll go to the overhead, and I'll just turn on the ADARUs and make sure the beacons are off, lights are on as we board the aircraft. You're not going to be able to see it. We're at a remote parking. Get that stuff going. Back down to the box. Load the database. It's loading. We can come in here. Index. IDENT. Position. And it's loading the route in now. Here we go. Route. Activate. Execute. I'm going to copy the route now while I'm thinking about it. Perfinet. Double there. Accept the numbers. Thrust limit. It's going to be max power takeoff, guys. With unrestricted there. We're going to go flaps 5. You're not going to see the actual pre-flight. I have so many videos as this thing gets ready to align here. And we're aligning. We'll get the winds loaded. It's the same as every other PMDG, the way it works. Let me explain why I think this would be a great aircraft to buy. Number one, I am a PMDG junkie. I actually own every aircraft of theirs on the 777 and the 73 for both platforms. The 7 Bravo. It's actually going to be, the runway is going to be race 9 left, Alpha, Looks good. Enter. And over here, we'll take a look at the some of the features. That was 28 left. Marker. And there we go. There we go. So everything's in there. With that, we can come up as this aligns, get the flight directors on. We're not going to worry about a heck of a lot here because we're going to be, I'll just take off. I'll get us out to the runway, and we'll end with a little bit of music. Nice kind of song as we watch this beautiful bird fly. Typically, you can't get that till the irises have aligned. Okay, let me go to the overhead. Make sure we're all set here. Get all the things in a row. There we go. And train, data, weather. Not going to go train station. There we go. And we got takeoff. Things are aligning. Okay. Just like every other PMDG product, guys, you got a PMG setup, aircraft, equipment, and you can go through and choose everything from when your altitudes, your default altitudes for takeoff, no smoking sign, what it does, V1 calls. I've got all my altitude call outs turned on for this aircraft. I've been flying around a little bit. It's terrific. It's just like all the other PMDGs. Flies just as well. The only reason why you might want this one, guys, why? Because it can go 1,000 miles further. It more than that, actually. So you don't even have to worry about it. If you want to fly the biggest airplane, you'd have to go over to the 300 ER, but this one is a just perfect. You can go in the cabin if you want. We'll go outside. It's just like all the other PMDGs. Nothing different, just spectacular. All the detail that's here. You can go through and, find every little bit of detail in here. Galleys are perfect. You can even go to the flight attendant station here and review the monitors. It's just terrific. The level of detail PMDG has, both inside and outside the aircraft. The freighter came out a little while ago, and this is really the same airframe. Let me come in here. We'll take a look at a couple of things that I think you'll enjoy. First of all, let me go inside so it's a little quieter. Okay, here we go. This is the difference in the airplane. So it's the 777-300 can carry 392 people. The 200 ER LR can go further. So yeah, more people in this one, more cargo, further. Another 1,200 miles, as you can see. You can see on this flight, we are right at, sim brief, view flight plan. We are at 8370. As I mentioned, 1645. And here we're flying 8553. This is Air India's longest flight that they're currently flying. They're one of the few airlines still flying it. In that initial flyby you saw was Qatar, and Emirates and a couple others are still flying it. Let's take a look at another little known fact. Move this over. Here's the 777-200 ER. Right here, we flew these at American Airlines. I also flew this one, 300. But you can see over here, the 200 LR and the 777 freighter are basically the same airframe, same engine, same distance, just one's in cargo configuration. It does lend itself to why the PMDG didn't load up with both the freighter and the LR together to save you a little money. Well, they kind of did. Let's take a look at it. You can see that if you want to buy the 200 ER or the 777-300, $77. If you want to buy the LR, which will get you further and go farther, it does everything else these others would do, it's $50. So if you're just going to buy one PMDG, you never bought it, you knew, you probably want to get this one for the passenger version. PMDG does not offer one that's both a freighter, like Indy Builds Airbuses do, or the TFDI MD-11. You have to buy the freighter separately. But if you took this one and then you say, hey, I'm also a freight dog, I'd like to be flying some freight around, you can go flying your freighter, which is right here, for another $54. So if you total those together, $104. If you went with the 300, let's say, and then the freighter, you're up around $130. So if you want to have both the freighter and the passenger, it's cheaper to get the you might as well get the long range and the freighter. So there's sort of a discount in there. Let me show you what I have here. not to brag, just more of an observation of what a junkie I am. There's my hangar in the PMDG Operations Center. The 7.3s, looks like I don't own them. Oh, yes, I do. I do own them. They're right here. All of them. Got everyone and the DC-6. So um, that's interesting. Now, the other thing that you may find interesting, guys, is let's take a look at the LR now, because not many airlines flew it. You're not going to get like American Airlines, United, and right now simbrief.to doesn't have a lot of free liveries. So because PMDG is very careful with that, because they are accurate in their representation. They only put in airlines that have flown them or do actively fly them. They don't put in airlines that never flew them. So the American Airlines never flew the LR, therefore it's not in here. United Airlines, Delta never flew it. Oh, Delta did. They had it for a while, so therefore it's in there. Currently, Air India, Azerbaijan, I don't know. Air India flies them. See if I can remember. Emirates, Qatar, and Turkmenistan Airlines all fly the long range. I think I can actually give you a little better representation than that even. You can see that the LRs, only 61 were ever built, but look what happened to that airframe. They turned it into a freighter and they sold 300 of them. So there's from 360. That's more than the 200 ER. So it actually was a very successful airline. The biggest group, of course, is the 777. Oh, can you guys not see that? I'm so sorry. 777-300 ER has 838, which is one of the ones American Airlines flew. There are orders for the X, which PMDG may do after they do the 7.4 fleet. I don't work for PMDG, by the way. I'd like to be one of the test pilots. They offered me it at one point, and then they took it away when they found out I was working for TFDI. But call me, guys. I would like to help you out for free, of course. It's my hobby. I retired a couple of years ago from American Airlines. There it is, 777X. There's 551 of those ordered, and the freighters flying. They developed, as I mentioned, after the LR. Basically the same aircraft. And one more little thing I want to show you guys. Here they go. Emirates, Air India, Turkmenistan, Qatar, Air Canada. I'm so sorry, you Canadians. They have 3 active, and Air India has only 2 active. The largest number is 8 with Qatar Airlines. That's why we did the flyby with them. And there you are. I'm so sorry, Ethiopian Airlines. They have one too. So I stand corrected multiple times. So that's some of the little factoids I wanted to show you as we go through. Shop all products. Shop Microsoft Flight Simulator. Come into PMDG, buy it here, download it, and then open up your simulator. It'll be in there. Terrific product in every way. Back to the FMC. You're going to recognize everything, as I mentioned. You got the SimBrief flight plan here. This is there. Come back in here, close out this, and let's minimize that. We can close out this. Go to the box, and the rest of this stuff's in here. It's just like every other PMDG. They have the full. This is your displays, pounds for me. Full malfunction capability, like the rest of the PMDGs. Just a terrific airplane. It's supported by all the platforms. Same tensions beyond ATC, FSI panel as such. All great stuff. Menu, flight sim actions right here. You got ground maintenance, have their own fleet of vehicles. All your doors, you can close everything. Ground operations, can change the turn times. PMG setup, options, simulation. You can accelerate the flight plan naturally, many times. Sim actions and ground connections, everything there. So they have their own ground operation. PMG setup, options, performance. Here we go. I'm just trying to show you guys some of this stuff. Simulation, all there. It's all there. And then they have a full thing of maintenance. Let's go to the FB. There it is. It's just like all the other PMDGs. It's got a full performance tool, 9 left, port from operational flight plan, port from the aircraft, import the weather, and you're going to get your takeoff data right there. Can't be much simpler than that. So we're going to go down here. We're going to keep our little friend over there, who's Amanda, by the way, who does not like flying with me. If you guys fly with me, you know that. I don't know what I ever did to Amanda. No one's ever been able to figure it out. I don't even know if Amanda really knows why she doesn't like me, but she doesn't. I don't blame her. Take a number, right, guys? Nobody likes me. That's where we go. Actually, everyone likes me. Here we go. Fuel pressure or the numbers are good. All right, let me get us out to the runway. We'll fly this thing around. So I think that if you're a freight dog, you probably want to go over and get the freighter. But if you just want to be able to go anywhere and not worry about it, you don't care about the colors. In other words, Air India versus American Airlines, then this one will get you everywhere. If, however, you want to fly it in a virtual airline in the exact colors, this one is not going to give you American Airlines or Delta. You have to maybe get one of Simbrief, that Takeoff. If you're a purist, you want to fly one that only the airline has actually flown, then American is not going to ever have an LR fleet because they never flew them. So that's the only problem with this. PMDG only does it. Right now, Flight Sim TO is not producing those LR liveries. I'm sure they will soon. All right, let me just show you around the aircraft real quick. These are just the presets. They're beautiful. I'm just using the outside presets. These are all the external views that it's pre-programmed with. You can see the great level of detail. I'm running a 4090, I'm sorry, guys, and a 9950. There we go. And let me just do the external views. And we'll close it up, get you out to the runway. We'll take off, do a little flight. Maybe I can even start a little music, see if I can not get copyrighted. I just did this, and I got copyrighted, so you know that goes. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Lined up on 27 left, clear for takeoff. Are you ready? Let's do it. Get a little music going here.
Leaving just a memory, just a snapshot.
Yeah. Yeah, a little Pink Floyd. The Wall. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who's better than us, baby? No one. Let's do it. Woo!
We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control.
Gonna use all the runway today, baby.
Dark sarcasm in the classroom.
80.
The teacher leave them kids alone. Hey teacher, won't you leave them kids alone? All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. Wall, 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 wall.
Stuck in there, flappies up. I will spare you the air guitar. On our way to San Fran, baby. Gotta get it, guys. Love this airplane. Well, the time's out.